All right, hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here. So today I have the UB grip case here for the Samsung Galaxy Fold 7. So with the Unpacked event happening yesterday, wanted to drop these real quick. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a real Fold 7, but I do have a dummy Fold 7 that Supcase was kind enough to send out that I can use to review some of their new phone cases. So this is an exact replica to a certain extent as far as what the Fold 7 would feel like in the hand, where the cutouts are, where the button placements are, how big the camera hump and all that is. So it's definitely gonna be good enough to show you what this case looks like. Now, I will say up front that unfortunately, with it being a dummy phone, it does not stay open like it should. It tends to, kind of fold on its own a little bit without locking in place like the real one would. So do take that into account when I'm showing you how this phone case fits on here, because for one, there is a feature on this case that unfortunately I can't really show off too well in this video, and I'll explain here in a sec. So obviously it's a two-part case here because it's for the fold. So we have our back plate here, which I'll be honest with you guys, like as far as the quality goes, I love that it's a matted finish clear back. I love that it has MagSafe wireless charging capabilities. I do like the feel of the back of this case. Now you can see here with this big part here, that's where the hinge is going to be when you open and close the phone. And what I like about the front screen part here is that it's a 9H plus tempered glass. So it's not like this cheapy plastic, type of stuff. It's an actual tempered glass, which I really like, instead of it, like I said, just being some cheapy stuff. So as far as the install goes, it's pretty simple, to be honest with you. So if I open the phone here, we'll start with the left side first, and it literally just clicks right in. No issues at all. It's super simple. And then for this side here, you kind of want to pull this back part so that way you can kind of get to the phone case itself, and then it just clicks right in, and that's all she wrote. So there's the case installed. So as you can see there, we have our cutouts here for the speakers and for our microphones up there. You can see how it's sandwiched there, which, once again, it's not going to be completely flush, but one of the things that people love about the Fold 7 now is we're getting a much thinner model. So Samsung's slowly catching up to some of the foldables overseas. So we are pretty stoked to see that. Now, looking at it from this side here, you can see that we do have a nice grip as far as this goes. We do have some protection here on the side. And then we do have some exposure there for our volume up and down buttons and our power button. And if I zoom in, you can see the Supcase branding right there as well. If we go down to the bottom here, you're going to be able to see that we do have, once again, some speaker cutouts, cutout for our USB-C charging port, and then of course microphones and stuff like that as well. If I go to this side here, you're going to see obviously this big chunky rectangular shape here, which is a little thicker than the phone back itself, but it's meant to be able to hinge whenever you're opening and closing the Fold 7. But we do get some reinforced protection here in the corners, and then of course some Supcase branding right here. And the nice little trick up the sleeve on the case is a kickstand. Now, this is one of the things I was talking about as far as not being able to really show you a great test on it, because it's supposed to hold the phone up. And as you can see here, with the phone not sitting like it should, since the phone doesn't just close or stay open, like it's supposed to, there is going to be some bend, and it is leaning. So once again, it's meant to stay open like this, so then you can see it's flat and then it stays. But when I let go, you can see how it's cockeyed a little bit, and that's why it's moving on me. So just keep that in mind with this review, guys. Whenever someone gets a real Fold 7 that does stay open on its own, then that kickstand is going to perform flawlessly. And then the thing I like about the back, like I already mentioned though, is one, I like the magnetic charging. I like the nice camera bump that we get for the lenses, so they're nicely recessed in, so you're not gonna have any issues at all with protection when you put it back down. And that is something that, as you can see, I mean, it is a wobbly mess, so definitely is going to do some shaking if you you know, care about the wobble test there. And then even when I open it all the way, it's definitely going to be wobbly just because of that back there. It's just a shaky mess a little bit, which is what it is. It's kind of to be expected. And you know, you do got some decent access to the power button and the volume up and down. You do kind of have to get your finger in there a little bit more, so you got to be a little mindful of that. But once again, you know, you kind of understand what you're getting yourself into if you are using a foldable phone like this. But with this being a rugged case, it's going to add a little bulk to it. It's going to add some weight to it as well. Now, I don't have the ability to show you that it's wirelessly charging, but I can show you that, you know, that magnet strength is pretty nice. Now, granted, you know, it's going to be hard to show, but, you know, as you can see there, that magnet strength is holding very nicely as far as that goes on my phone here, or my dummy phone. So that is also a very big bonus. So there you go, guys. There's the UB grip from Supcase for the Fold 7. Keep your eye out for my UB Pro case review that I'm going to be doing here in a minute. But yeah, guys, you know, what do you think? I mean, for the ruggedness of this phone and it being a little more expensive than the previous models, you definitely want to protect your investment, and this definitely has that covered. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe, ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.